So, hello everyone. I hope you've had a good week so far. I hope Monday treated you well. And I hope you're looking as much forward as me to playing Horizon Forbidden West. Because we're now going to continue the main story. What is this? Is this like where they chain? It seems a lot of loose chains and a raised pedestal, so I get the sinking feeling this was for, showcasing prisoners. Or, people who didn't abide with the lawbreakers, to kind of shame them. I mean, that was a thing in the Middle Ages, so who knows, maybe the people here developed that idea as well. Oh, this is cool. A little minecart that's actually being moved. I wonder if we go to the mine. Oh, we haven't looked at this area at all.
Oh, hey, I haven't seen you around before. I don't think. Hey, you have got some serious weaponry there, don't you?
Okay, this is a cool area. We never even walked over here. This is nice.
Sun, watch over you.
And I mean, it has mine carts, and I'm a fan of trains. I'm a bit disappointed that we can't move this around. Would be kind of cool.
Hey, I thought you'd left by now.
So what else is here? And where do these rocks come from? Like, I guess that's stuff they shipped in and are now unloading from the docks. Hi, just a big fan. Moin moin, Uli, so früh schon wach. Yes, I'm awake early. For these weekday streams, I usually do them before work, so I have to start early. Though, actually, I've taken the week off, so I could have done them a little later, but I just thought, let's keep the general schedule, though I think I'll take the opportunity to make it a longer stream at least. How are you doing? And apologies if you were one of the people who saw the announcement for the programming stream, because I had forgotten to change the title.
Yeah, got work to do.
Okay, that's just, again, only the front. Which makes sense, I guess. Oh, wait, I can walk up here. Is there anything interesting here?
Take it easy today, okay?
I smell treasure, don't you?
Oops. That didn't work out. Can't even walk. Is there anything? I wonder, I don't think, no, there would be glowy things if that was a climbing location. Ah, but I can actually jump over there and then walk over there. That saves me a little. Oh, that was a
Tell me you're doing
slow landing, kind of like that was probably like something like maximum depth. I don't know. So I guess we'll tell Mr. Rude Guy here, who thinks
We can have peace with these barbarians is beyond me.
the two people who think everyone is a barbarian.
Your impatience does not hasten the Tenakth, Nora.
Only our annoyance.
Well, thanks, but I've waited long enough. It's time to go.
Absolutely not. This embassy depends on diligent adherence to... You shall not!
Keep telling yourself that.
Someone approaching! On a machine!
Ah, Varl. Still learning that thing.
There's Errand. Looks like he's... Open the gates, please!
Do not let her through that gate! That is a direct order!
Sorry, can't do it.
Sir, it's the Savior! I don't care if it's the Dowager Queen herself! The gate stays sealed until that horn blows!
I'm asking nicely.
I don't know what to do.
Hey, Varl.
Hi, Aaron.
What's happening? You know, the usual. Aloy wants something. People try to
Open
stand in her way.
the
It's not gonna work.
gates.
Oh, that's it! Arrest her!
I'd like to see you try.
Supporting fire?
Yeah, I'm locked and loaded. Hey, Nozar! You stupid bastard. You think you got the authority to keep that door shut in the Savior of Meridian's face? What do you think Sun King Avad is gonna do when he hears what you did? Promote you, huh? Let her through, boys. Saving the world.
Forget something back in Meridian?
Look, Varl,
It doesn't matter. Made it just in time.
Ooh. That was a neat little moment.
So this tribe that Murad told us about, the Tenakth, we need their permission to go west?
yeah, well, I figured it'd be nice if they weren't trying to kill me the whole time.
But this embassy hasn't started yet. We're just gonna barge in?
There's no more politics. No more delays.
Oh well. Now at least you have some backup.
I guess I do. We'll see how it goes.
Alright, let's try to talk to these people. I'm really interested. You know, like, I have no idea how they look.
Oh, look at them.
So, and I have no idea, like, what gimmick they give them. Like, we've seen we've seen I mean, they're kind of called, you know, like, very dangerous, very warrior-like, but beyond that, we don't really know anything. So this will be interesting, what design they went with. I mean, we've seen other people. We've seen the Karja with their fancy clothes, like the boss guy there and the guards. We've seen the Ossaram, like Errand, with their studded, kind of like protective welding clothing and things like that. So we've seen the Banuk up in the frozen wilds with their like glowing machine wires and their metal headpieces. So let's see what the next design is if it's just, you know, like combat Nora, or if it's, I mean, from a distance they don't really look that distinct, so it'll be interesting to see if we got an interesting design. Oh, well, actually.
That is the line between East and West. Cross it and die.
Hold on now. Let's take it easy.
None may walk this valley until our signal sounds. That was our accord with the Karja.
I'm not Karja. I came here on my own to ask for rite of passage.
But they opened the gate for you, did they not? What is the meaning of this violation?
Why send a child? Do they want to parley or not?
The Karja can't be trusted. This is known.
Forget the Karja. This has nothing to do with them. I need to go west to save lives. Maybe even yours.
The only lives you can save are your own. By turning back. Now.
Hold! She's telling the truth about one thing. She's not Karja. She's a Nora from the Savage East. And if she seeks to save lives, should we not listen? Let me speak to her. One last favor for a fellow marshal before he's taken away. A fearless, red-headed Nora. You must be the so-called savior of Meridian.
Just Aloy.
I am Unyielding Fashav, once of the Karja High Command, last of the army of the Setting Sun.
You're Fashav. Avad gave me a message for you. That he waits for you in Meridian, where you belong.
Avad always was polite. Well, now I'm even more curious about you knowing that you have the confidence of the Sun King. But such an association with the Karja could work against you here, as it often has with me. As you can see, tensions are high. This embassy is a delicate affair. They're about to return me to the Sundom, a gesture that might help soothe painful grievances. And now you arrive, unheralded.
I'm not here to cause trouble. I just need to go west.
So you say. I might be able to help, but I need to know why. Along with some assurance that I won't regret it.
Okay, it's an interesting design they have. Like with all the face paint and stuff. And with that more skin exposed and tattoos apparently on the arms. That's kind of a cool idea. And so, okay, he's Fashav. He's the guy that gets exchanged. Okay, I didn't quite place the name anymore. So, yeah, this is cool. That we get to see him. And interesting, it looks like he's... So I guess he was Shadow Karja? Or was he... Oh, right, he was... Right, yeah, that was before Avad. So he was from the Shadow Karja, from the previous Emperor's army. And of course those from the previous Emperor's army, those that didn't go with Avad when he became king, are the Shadow Karja. So that explains why he's, what was it, Twilight Karja or something? Alright, that slowly I'm remembering the bits of the lore that I need.
I've never seen markings like those on a Karja before.
The Karja see ink as decoration. For the Tenakth, it is much more. A litany of deeds. A record of vanquished enemies.
Looks like you've vanquished quite a few.
I've fought my share of battles. But I feel that my life, like my markings, is only half complete. This side shows my martial deeds. Before I die, I'd like to see the other half marked with the laurels of peace.
How did you come to be among the Tenakth?
It's quite a story, but not a quick one. Though I suppose neither of us is going anywhere before the embassy begins. Are you sure you want to hear it?
I guess we have time.
Very well. I marched with Sun King Jiran's raiders when they came west, hoping to moderate their worst impulses. I failed, of course. They committed unspeakable atrocities, stirring the Tenakth into action. When the clans overran our forward encampment at Cinnabar Sands, I stayed behind to help the last stragglers evacuate, and was taken prisoner. I didn't make it easy for my captors, mind you. And they paid me back in kind on the journey to their capital. I lost so much blood on the way that I was white as a corpse when they threw me before Chief Hikaru. I thought I was dead for sure, so I resorted to desperate measures.
So when you met the Tenakth chief, you did something desperate?
I'd kept my ears open as the Tenakth dragged me along, and I heard mutterings about a kind of trial by combat that they revere. So, when they flung me at Hikaru's feet, I demanded this right, called the Kurut, thinking that by winning I could request a boon, my life or even my freedom. The other Tenakth howled, but Hikaru stared them down, and then his gaze fell upon me. Evidently, he appreciated my ingenuity. He allowed me to participate in the Kurut. Little did I know what I was in for.
You said the Kurut is a Tenakth's trial by combat.
Yes, but it is no ordinary trial. It doesn't pit men against each other, at least not directly. Instead, the combatants fight machines in a great arena, and only the strongest survive. Believe me, it is no easy thing to stare down a charging machine while hundreds around you scream for blood.
I know more about that than you might think.
Well, then you have my respect. Like you, I lived through it to claim my prize. I had hoped for freedom, but well, that wasn't on offer. Only service to the chief.
So yeah, that was a moment where the Shadow Karja put Aloy in an arena, and we had to find a huge, almost like a rhino or something. So nice back reference to the previous game there.
You wound up serving the Tenakth chief.
The winners of the Kurut must serve the chief as his marshals.
You mentioned that word before. What does it mean?
The word itself refers to a kind of protective spirit from the ancient past. In practice, marshals are Hikaru's roving lawgivers, part magistrate, part judge, part executioner. I won my place among their ranks and served as honor demanded, but many Tenakth still spat on the ground when I walked by. But they did, until I started forcing them to the ground to grind their faces in it.
I guess that's one way to deal with it.
As you may have noticed, violence is the native tongue of the Tenakth. To survive, one must master it. The truth is, though, the Karja speak it too. More than they should. I can't blame the Tenakth for hating them.
So then, are you still Karja?
Part of me, yes. Always. Yet there is much to admire about the Tenakth. Especially their chief. I've heard stories about what it was like before his reign. 3 clans always at war, constantly slitting each other's throats. Hikaru and the marshals have crafted a delicate peace. And now he looks to the future. Who knows? Maybe that future will include cooperation with the Karja.
He's an interesting character design because, of course, on one hand, he has to look like a Tenakth. On the other hand, you still have to get the idea there's a little Karja. I think... Yeah, I think the neck thing kind of gives him that color. And they've given him like a more... Like he has some hair and most of the others are bald. So I'm wondering if that's kind of the intention to kind of... because the Karja, many of them have that head... that hairstyle, or a vaguely similar one as well. So, and most of the others have more paint in their faces, and him, they've given like only half the face, and then it's kind of streaky, which, you know, lets you see more of his face. And of course, you know, like painted faces kind of look scarier and less, you know, more impersonal. At least, you know, in societies where you're not used to face paint or face tattoos. So, you know, it changes someone's face, and so this makes him look like the one familiar face. So that's a really good character design. Well, he still has this kilt, this and this belt, and the wrist protectors, kind of that Ultimate Warriors, what is it? Road Warriors, not Ultimate Warrior, outfit, you know, like these wrestling/football clothes. So that makes it really interesting.
The Karja talk about Hikaru as if he's a monster.
The Karja feel compelled to demonize him if only because he swept them from the field. It is true that he is fearsome. When I was first taken before him, I thought he would flay me alive. But he is no bloodthirsty tyrant like the Mad Sun King was. I think that if you were fortunate enough to meet him, as I was, you would find that he only wants the best for his people. I hope you do speak to him. I'm sure you'd interest him. So, that's my story. You're the first Easterner to hear it, but not the last. The Karja need to know what I have learned.
Yeah. The way you talk about the Tenakth is a lot different than how they do. Are you glad to be going back to Meridian?
Oh, I'll admit that I wouldn't mind sleeping in a feather bed or sipping wine from the southern vineyards. But I have another goal in mind. As someone who knows the Tenakth and the Karja, I'm in a unique position to advocate for both. If Sun King Avad is amenable, my hope is to establish a lasting peace.
The Tenakth don't seem that peaceful.
They're not, as a rule. But these are difficult times. Chief Hikaru knows that survival often requires change, even if that change means putting aside centuries of war.
I wonder, his headpiece, I think that's also, like, basically they put a Karja head on more or less a Tenakth body, kind of. I think that's kind of where the character design roughly is. Because Aloy got a headpiece like that in Meridian earlier, didn't she? I think we got it in Meridian, right? Yeah, I hope so. So yeah, and the Banuk, of course, have like real big versions of these headpieces, but the other Tenakth seem to have more headpieces. You know, that's also interesting. They have more natural-looking materials. Like, it's all, like, you can obviously see, like, most of the armor plating on the shoulders and the chest is machine parts, of course. And even those teeth, quote unquote, that he has are little bits from machines, not bones as you would initially expect. And that's an interesting design. So it's like a take on some, you know, existing native designs and some cliche designs. But then subtly mixed with machine. And that's kind of the difference. Like most of the other tribes we've met so far, you could tell, like, oh yeah, machine pieces. the fabric or something, and the Nora were pretty low on machine pieces. Like Aloy's armor now has a little bit of plating, but not much. But most of them like incorporate a little bit of machine, and the Banuk seemed to have a lot, if I remember correctly. So it's interesting, just like how they mix it. I really love it. There is an artist named Loish. I think she's Dutch, and she basically did, I think, at least the original character designs for Zero Dawn. I wonder if she's still involved. I wonder where this part of the design comes from. Like, some things about this game feel different, so I'm not sure if they didn't change some. Like, the music feels very different. I recently checked out Zero Dawn a little more, and there was a lot, like, the music was a lot more subtle, understated, and, you know, it was more regular orchestra. Whereas the music in this game feels a lot more like electronic stuff has found its way in there. Which, you know, like a sequel always has to feel different. You can't just do the same game twice. So, you have to... so if you have your character develop, then of course the game has to show that. And I think that's something they've done pretty well here. Like I mentioned before, like how when we went through the Daunt, how all the abilities we have and things, and how we interact with the machines there, it was all mostly, you know, we had limited resources. That was the one thing that kept us a little bit lower. But in general, it felt quite similar to what Aloy was able to do at the end of the previous game. And that's great, you know, if you go into the second part and it feels like it continues the game. Most games, just for mechanical reasons, kind of push a reset button on the character's abilities at the start of the game. Sometimes they explain it by using, you know, plot devices and saying, hey, I don't know, your implants malfunctioned or something and they had to take them out or whatever. And sometimes they just go and say, and you know, and sometimes they just start the game and don't mention it much. And so in this game, it feels like mechanics-wise, they don't really mention it, apart from, you know, in the tutorial saying, oh yeah, I lost my stuff earlier in a run-in with some machines. But so that explains why you have to buy it all again. But you know, like, it wasn't as if you went against familiar machines and thought, oh, these are tougher to beat. And I mean, that might be part of the trick they pulled. That when we arrive, like, most machines were not familiar. Like, the whole point was, and that was their explanation, I guess, was that the machines that we met are new machines that are coming in from the West. And I love that. That's good design.
You asked why I need rite of passage. I'll tell you, but you won't like my answer. 6 months ago, the world almost ended in Meridian. That threat still exists. It's getting worse every day, much worse. Calling down storms, poisoning the water, enraging the machines. The source of it all has gone west, and I'm the only one who can stop it.
I've seen the signs. And I've heard tales of incredible occurrences in Meridian, an army of demons vanquished by a red-haired champion. So I'm inclined to believe you. The burden of your task is written across your face clearer than any mark of mine. I'll grant you this, to serve as proof of your right to travel into Tenakth lands. A task so important, and it's just the two of you. Take it from one who aspires to be a diplomat. Allies are essential. Chief Hekarro knows the West better than anyone. He may be able to help you. He can be intimidating to others, but don't let that deceive you. He is a man of his word.
Maybe. If I need him.
Your choice. You can find him at his palace, past the mountains to the southwest. Tell him I sent you, and he'll listen to
Look! The Sky Clan's banner!
Marshals. It wasn't easy, but I brought the Sky Clan with me.
And the commander?
No. I could only convince a few. He isn't yet aware we left.
We have banners from all 3 clans. If there are fewer from the Sky Clan, it can't be helped.
He's right. Sound the horn.
What's going on?
Not all Tenakth can stomach the idea of parley with the Karja, but enough have come for us to begin.
Then I'll be on my way.
No! The other marshals will not permit it. You wanted safe passage, you have it. After the embassy.
The Karja have opened the gates.
The Karja often have quite fancy and inappropriate clothing.
As the sun rises over a land at war, so too can it set over a land at peace. Today is such...
Uh-oh.
Hear me, marshals! You who claim to be Tenakth!
Regala. Chief Hekarro's biggest mistake. A rival whom he should have killed.
You have forgotten that our people were born in blood. The blood of the Karja. Instead, you pledge your spears to a chief who conspires with the enemy. Hekarro has betrayed us! The embassy is proof! And all of you marshals are his accomplices! For this, I condemn you to death!
You'll need more than toothless threats to intimidate us. Exile.
Ruh-roh. New machine. Oh, that looks like a dinosaur. That's cool.
Form up!
Okay, I guess we get to fight now.
They're riding machines.
Where'd they learn to do that?
Silence.
Vashav, come with us now, or not at all.
Archers! Light them up!
Get to cover!
No! Archers! Keep them back!
That's not going well.
Karja! Run them down!
They're not gonna make it.
Open the gates! Open the gates! Open the gates!
That's not good.
Karja! Stand your ground! Fire at will! I don't have a shot!
What happened? Can you see?
It's just us now.
Hey! Calm down and fight fair!
Lancers! Take the center!
Get ready!
It's interesting. The one guy...
Stick to cover! Archers on the ridge!
Which one? One of them. Here, that, the one to the right of Aloy. His face looks like the one... Either he's the guy who... the latrine guard from the previous game. That gave Aloy so much trouble. Or his face is the same model, at least it looks very similar to the boss enemy. So at first when he walked in, I thought, oh no, the Shadow Karja are already... What, Helis, or whatever his name was? Yeah, so, he kind of reminds me of that guy. Okay.
Here they come! Time to fight!
Can we sneak this somehow? Where the heck are they?
Aloy, here's some ammo!
Man down!
Ah, they're over there. Okay.
For the rebellion!
What am I even supposed to do there? Okay. That works.
Vengeance for Fasha!
Okay. Whoa. Okay, got one.
Cut them all down!
There's the human.
Help them! Damn it!
Whoops, I need to heal.
Cut them all down!
Got this one lined up! Now they're scared!
We got this! Another marshal down!
Oh no, I don't think we were able to protect anyone. Or at least not many. This guy is still alive, at least. Luckily they're color-coded, blue and red, green. Oh, wow. He's not bad at dealing with enemies, at least. With big... Where is he?
Here's ammo.
Whoa, okay. Yeah, there's some ammo. Shock trip wires. Okay. Let's see. Oh.
Something wrong, Aloy. I'll get you.
Okay. Ah, damn it. Why can't I place the tripwires?
On target.
I'll flush her out.
Whoops. I'm not sure I'll do this. And I have no idea what weapons to use. Come on here. Come on. Good one. Yeah. Okay, we've got one. Ah, damn it. Why are you fighting dead beings? Okay. Oh. And I really need to get running. And getting some...
I'll take this.
Come on, here, yes. Ah, damn it. The machine first. Okay. That's all a little awkward. Okay. Last one. Oh, two more.
You Outlanders! I'll skin you both!
Chief, grant me the honor of this challenge.
Granted.
Ruh-roh. Oh. Ooh. Now we're gonna do combat against an... Oh no, enemies with shields.
You're next, girl.
I've never seen a shield like that. Better scan it.
Oh, okay.
I can break through a shield if I damage it enough.
Whoa, no, 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 no. Damn it, I should probably collect some more health things. No.
I'll grab this now. You're not stopping me!
Okay, let's just run around. Okay.
I've got to break that shield!
Come on.
When you're dead.
Oh. Yes.
There! Now's my chance!
Okay, so you can just break it.
I'm still in this fight. That shield's not gonna save you! My shield regenerated!
Okay, that's what happens in this with the shields. So let's just run and ooh, that's not good. Picking up some health actually cost me some. Oh wow. What kinds of weapons does he have? Okay. Wait. Let's see. I think. Damn it.
You're not stopping me!
Ah, damn it. Okay, let's just try this again. And just use brute force, I guess.
He's vulnerable! I've got to break that shield!
I think we broke off something now. Okay, yeah. Oh, it looks like we can really take off his armor. Dee 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 dee. I think we've kind of got him stun locked. Okay, but now his shield has regenerated.
That shield's not gonna save you! There, he's exposed!
Okay, that works better than I thought. Garuda. What a... oops.
Your turn! Come down here and face me!
No! It was an honorable challenge. You've earned your life today. Comrades! Mark this day! Today you have decimated the Marshals, slaughtered the Karja. So begins our war on Hikaru. Move out!
Okay, and he's still alive. Good.
Get him to the camp. Now.
You gonna make it?
You're going on without me, aren't you? Guess I'm stuck with Errand. For now.
Come on. I'll take you back to the fort.
I got you.
That's a new one. Errands supporting someone instead of others supporting him.
It's salvage time, boys.
Ah, that's the guy who will give us contracts. We've met him earlier. Ah, and now we get to salvage his shield.
I don't think it can take a hit, but I should be able to use it to glide.
Aloy. We're still trying to sort out this mess. Seems like the Tenakth have a civil war in their hands.
That sounds about right. The marshals weren't expecting Regalla to attack.
And the entire Karja delegation was slain. Nozar, Voidis, Vishav. A massacre. What will you do now?
I have to head west. Hopefully this rite of passage is still good. For what I'm after, I'll cross all of Tenakth territory if I have to.
Then you have a long road ahead of you. This is only the threshold of the Forbidden West. The Tenakth's true domain lies over the mountains that border Plainsong, home of the Utaru tribe.
This isn't Tenakth territory?
All that out there? That's no man's land. It was supposed to be neutral ground, though obviously this Regalla ignored that. Her rebels approached from the north, with all those machines they were riding. They must have made camp up that way.
The rebels were riding bristlebacks. And there were bristlebacks in the Daunt.
Are you saying the rebels let them into the Daunt? How would that even be possible?
I don't know. But it's worth looking into.
While you're at it, there were a number of Karja and Oseram who went out there before the gates were shut for the embassy. Maybe you could check in on them. See if they're all right.
I can keep an eye out. Is there a tall neck somewhere nearby?
A tall neck? There's that one, over there, near the Utaru border. But why?
It's hard to explain. It'll help me get the lay of the land.
If you say so. Is there anything else I can tell you before you go?
Ooh, lots of questions. I don't even remember his name. He wasn't the rude one, right? That talked with Voidis, right? Nozar, yeah, right. He isn't Nozar. So, he was the guy who was nice at least. Okay. Questions about the Forbidden West.
You said the Tenakth lands are far to the west. What can I expect to find between here and there?
Well, as I mentioned, you've got a stretch of wilderness known as No Man's Land, and then new Utaru farmlands. Past that are the Tenakth. Their territory is split into 3 clans: Desert, Lowland, and Sky.
Right. I saw their banners at the embassy.
The Desert clan is closest. Ooh, vicious lot. Where everyone else sees an inhospitable wasteland, they see a challenge to dominate. Somewhere beyond the desert is the tribe's capital and the territories of the other 2 clans.
You don't sound certain.
I've only heard the stories. During the Red Raids, the Karja army tried to push into Tenakth territory, but the United Clans rose up against them, forced them all the way back to the Daunt.
So no one except the Tenakth really know what's beyond the desert.
Maybe the scholars do, back in Meridian. All those scrolls have to be filled with something, right?
It's interesting. That's something that we didn't really have in Zero Dawn. That you have not only that much dialogue, but also separate levels. I don't think we ever had a 2-level dialogue wheel. So they're really going almost all Mass Effect with that.
You mentioned the Utaru tribe. Their lands are between here and the Tenakth further west?
That's right. Plainsong is their home. They're a peaceful bunch, at least compared to the Tenakth. More taken to farming than fighting.
It's hard to imagine a bunch of farmers surviving in the Forbidden West.
Make no mistake, they have a fierceness all their own. When the Karja were pushed back during the Red Raids, their warriors chased ours through the burning fields of Plainsong. The Sun King has made several overtures of peace to them as well, but so far, they've declined.
If they're so peaceful, why decline?
Don't know. I heard they have their own troubles to deal with. Something about a food shortage. You'd think that'd make them open to trade, but no. They just want to be left alone.
This area is no man's land.
That it is. The Tenakth used to attack anyone past Barren Light on sight, but after Avad overthrew the Mad Sun King, he reached out to the other tribes to offer reconciliation. The Tenakth agreed to a neutral border zone as part of the peace talks. Karja and Oseram have been striking out into the area ever since.
But now, it seems like Regala and her rebel army have moved in.
Well, I'd never call no man's land safe, even in the best of times. The ancient ruins of the Southwest are a testament to that. Remnants of some forgotten war.
Ooh, ruins for us to explore. I can't wait.
You said there were others who went out when the gates were open before. Like who?
Well, in addition to the salvagers that just went through, there were a couple of other parties of Oseram delvers. Even saw 2 Karja scholars trekking southwest with an Oseram crew. Not sure if they're exceptionally brave or just foolhardy.
Alright, all the lore. Nice.
Shav called Regala a rival. Someone the Tenakth chief should have killed.
Yeah, I reckon he should have. She's obviously a huge threat. Her attack was coordinated and precise. Until you got in her way, that is.
They knew the lay of the land. And they knew Fashav was going to be handed over at the embassy. If the Tenakth weren't expecting her, she must have spent months gathering an army in secret.
They had to have made camp nearby. Somewhere they could lie low until the perfect moment to strike.
I'm guessing that's why she was on a hill, so we can't just walk after her.
About Fashav.
The man was taken captive by the Tenakth. Survived for years out in the west, only to die just short of the Sundom. It's a cruel end for a good soldier.
There was more he wanted to do. He spoke of advocating for lasting peace between the Karja and Tenakth.
Too late for that now.
What will happen to him?
His body will be carried back to Meridian. As a cousin of the Sun King, he will be accorded official rights and buried with honor. No soldier could ask for more.
It's too bad about Nazar and Wadis.
At least Nozar went down fighting. As for the Sun Priest, well, no one deserves to go out that way. I'll make sure they're given proper funeral rites. It's the least I can do.
Do you think the Karja will take action against Regala? Seems like you'd have common ground with the Tenakth.
An expedition of the Karja army into the west could be taken as the start of another invasion. Sun King Avad won't risk it. That said, we can't allow ourselves to be caught unaware by an attack like that again.
Alright. What does that mean, though? You know, does that just mean more guards on that side or something? And maybe spotters?
I'd need to be on my way.
Then I wish you luck. The gates will always be open to you should you wish to return. And don't worry about your friends. We'll get them patched up.
I appreciate it.
Sun watch over you, Aloy. I hope you find what you're looking for.
He's a great character design. Like, he's just, like, you know, clothing-wise or something, I don't think they did much to him, you know, beyond the usual Karja armor. But he has such a great, kind face. The Shieldwing is an energy-based glider repurposed from machine technology. Hold square while in the air to deploy and glide. Tap circle to stop gliding. Okay.
So, this is the Forbidden West. A whole new frontier to explore. The coordinates from the spires should lead to Silence and Hades. And just maybe, a backup of Gaia. It won't be easy out there. The Blight, the Storms, Regalla's machine riders. But I'll have to push through it all. Find a way to fix the world. Like Elizabeth would.
Oops.
Good spot to test the Shieldwing. Why climb down when I can glide?
But I wanted to... Oh, it's just midnight. Oh, missed what she said there. But loot first. Oh, there were a few foxes there that I now can't get. Because I scared them. It's cool. I wonder... I haven't really...
Regalla had a lot of machines under her command. There's only one other person who has that kind of knowledge. Silence. But what's his angle? Why help Tenakth rebels?
So, okay. Time for looting. So, if anyone is bored in chat and wants to ask some questions or talk, let me know. But, yeah, I'm wondering how much of this scene is just how I left it. Like, where I killed them, because I don't really remember. Yeah, I think I took down a few people here near the bridge. So that seems about like they're just lying where they fell. Because, you know, it's...
Pouch is full, but my pack has room.
Like the smoking ruins of some of the bigger machines here. That kind of looks, you know, it's well, what do you say, nicely draped into the scenery. So I'm kind of wondering whether that's just, you know, they went, okay, add some smoke if anyone falls on this screen, or even maybe that machine just gives off smoke when it's destroyed, compared to other machines that, I mean, these also slightly spark, so maybe that's just something that the new machines now do in this game. It's a nice detail. It also adds some mood to have like the aftermath of a battle like that. I'm just a bit disappointed. A lot of this combat is even harder to pull off with a bow than it was in the previous game. And the previous game was already, well, let's call it, well, actually, well, they wanted you to play certain scenes in a certain way. Let's put it that way. Because there were all those camps and things where they kind of expected you where they kind of expected you to be battling using, you know, like from a distance and stealthily and things like that. And then there are other occasions where they instead... Oh, damn it. Oh well.
It worked.
Cool. I lost my train of thought. Sorry. I hope I finished the sentence, whatever I meant to say, in a way that makes sense halfway. Oh, campfire. Good. Wait, let's loot everything first. All right. Oh yeah. So the previous game already expected you to do certain things in certain ways, and they had many occasions where, like here, some surprise attack was sprung on you, and then you had to figure out, you know, if you had spec'd into stealth and things like that, you were not very well off. So you kind of need to... Oh, no, no, no! Seriously, Aloy? Okay, at least... hello?
Shake it out as I go.
Okay, we can climb here at least. Okay. But yeah, the controls in this game kind of seem weird. Also that it gave me stealth directions in a situation where we were kind of like, they dropped us off here in the middle out in the open with barely any cover to disappear into without being seen, you know. So like the only thing I could have done is remembered I have smoke grenades, I guess. Do you have anything else to say?
Aloy, what do you need?
I need to be going.
Of course. Good luck out there.
He's just standing out there. You know, it's just everyone got killed here. It's unsafe. I'm gonna stand around here alone. Vela search can be activated with R1. So that would be useful. And the spike thrower would probably have been useful against these big machines. There was kind of this one point. Ooh, come on. Yeah, I'm still a bit unhappy with the controls in Forbidden West. There's like something where I don't know if it's buggy or something. Like that second strike, I do not remember doing anything that should have triggered that. Okay, and so going down there is where they want us to test the glider. That doesn't look good. So at least we know that the blight is here as well. That's a start, I guess. Alright. Whoops, what was that? Bumped something microphone-wise. Let's see, we have some skill points to spend. Oh, did we have? No. Effective, let's see, healing. Medicinal berries provide more healing and heal you faster. I'm kind of wondering, like, how more? Like, faster I can understand would get anything, but don't they fill up my health full either way? Or maybe there's like a burst. I didn't really pay attention. Maybe there's a burst of healing and then I think low health defense, resist more damage when in critical health. Low health regen, automatically recover health sooner when in the critical health state. What's this? Health potions provide more healing and all potions are faster to consume. That sounds kind of useful. Capacity. That's really what I want, because so far... So I guess we spend our points on... Can I... No, that's not reachable yet. But that's only 1 point each. That's good. I was afraid that one of those would go down to 2. Okay. So that should be good. Alright. Let's see. Hunter, I think we should probably check what we can invest in the warrior. First, strike an enemy with melee attacks to build up energy on your spear. Tap R2 to energize your target. This is also complicated. And this is an active skill and can be recognized by its diamond shape. Skills in this category unlock new capabilities, from advanced combat maneuvers to crafting efficiencies. Let's see. Combos. I don't like block breaker. R1, R1, R2. Okay, that's actually close to something I might do. Tap R2 to energize your target. Shoot the energy at the target. So I'd have to switch at the bow right in the middle. That seems kind of weird. Okay, I guess since it's R1 and R2, those are just random buttons I would use with the spear anyway. So I guess I might accidentally trigger this, which is about the only way I do combos. Quick Trapper. Concentration. Wait, Quick Trapper. Place traps faster. Let's see. Silent Strike. Do we have anything? Quiet Spear. What else can we do here? What's this. That needs 2 skill points. That needs 2 skill points as well. The smoke bombs. Well, I should first start using smoke bombs before I invest in more. Mounted defense. Take less damage while mounted. Overridden machines deal more damage. You can't override machines right now. But I think using traps, I did that a bit in the previous game, so that might be a good one. Let's try that. I don't think I've used traps in the game yet, apart from the rope thingy. Oh, it's only 10 to 12. They're much more stingy with the health. Okay. Not enough room in your potion pouch. Okay. 2 small health potions. And overdraw potion. Okay. Yeah, the potions... It's interesting. They've limited some things much more strongly, but give you a lot more resources. It's an interesting decision. Like, that's still something that... Like, I'm a programmer, so I know theory, but, like, in practice, working stuff like that out. Like, how to balance a game. Oh, right, they said that the... What were they called? Unat farmlands? That those were facing a food shortage. So that might get us some friends. Anyway, and so, you know, how you balance a game is still something that is like black magic to me. So I'd be curious. Oh, that's Karuf's camp.
I met in Barrenlight. Looks like something's going on.
Make all other armors look like rusted buckets of scrap. You really think you can do that?
Karuf, come on! You know me. Have I ever given you anything less than perfection?
Okay. First, view in notebook. Done with delving. Book, a journal full of precise, careful glyphs. We took payment for the haul. I got more in one sale than in the last 4 delves combined, and the machines are endless. For every one we turn to scrap, another springs up in its place. No worries about running short of salvage. And thank the fires of the forge for that. I was getting too stiff for delving. The climbs, the crouching, the crowbarring, even with the knee armor I invented, it was all too much for these old bones. Not to mention the competition. Ever since those damned Shadow Carja found weapons in the ruins, every bandit and ruffian seems to think they'll find something that'll make them invincible. If a fall or a mistake with a machine doesn't kill you, these looters will. These ruins used to be quiet and empty, special places. Now people treat them like storehouses. I guess the times have just moved past me. So I put my shards into the scrap camp. There will always be younger hunters, but the skills I got on the delve have taught me how to carve up machines in a way that'll get the best price. Should keep my belly full until it's time to head back to the claim and retire. Okay, some backstory.
I don't know. You got some tough competition out there.
You think I'm worried about the other crews? I've got an eye for quality salvage. They don't.
It's kind of a good compromise between, you know, a tribe. Like, it's a good mix between Bronze Age tribe and junkyard.
Soon. Very soon. Just working out the last details.
Okay,
If it isn't the savior of Meridian and of my very own operation. Larend, say hello.
Hello, nice to meet you.
You know, if it weren't for this one, I probably wouldn't be standing here right now. Oh, nasty business. What the Tenakth did back at the embassy. But everyone in Barren Light is thankful you drove them off.
So this is your salvage operation.
You won't find a better place to trade machine parts in the West. And soon we'll be trading in more than just that. For too long, the West has been, well, forbidden. Dangerous. But what if I told you we could make an armor so tough, so infallible, that you'd never have to worry about survival out here again?
I'd be curious to take a look at it.
Of course you would. And that's why I've asked my most talented salvagers to find what they need to make that armor. Each of them will present their work to me. The best protection will go on sale to hunters, just like you.
Lucky me.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some business to attend to back in Chainscrape. Larend can take care of you while I'm gone. Can't wait to see what you come up with, my boy.
Leave it to me. It'll blow all the others out of the forge.
You have got to help me.
What are you talking about?
The armor. I made a dozen versions of it, but none of them were good enough. And there are other crews further west. If they make better armor than mine, I can kiss that keg full of shards goodbye.
So you get a prize if Karif picks your armor?
A big one. And I finally have the perfect design. I just need the right parts, and fast. So maybe you'd be willing to pick up a contract and get them for me?
What would I be looking for?
Shell walker containers. Look, their plating's made to withstand a lot of damage. It'll make the perfect armor. I know it.
I think I can handle that.
Ah, thank the forge. All right. We scouted out a herd near here. Here's the contract. It'll tell you everything you need to know. You take the machines down. My people will pick up the containers.
I'll give this a closer look later. Thanks.
I'm counting on you, Aloy.
Convoy ambush. Alright. That looks fun.
I might want to read that contract before going on the hunt.
Bristlebacks, errands, salvage contracts. A group of awesome salvages. Fulfill, find other camps. Okay. Land requires plating from a shellwalker crate to craft his armor. Ambushing a nearby convoy should provide his team with what they need. Find more in the data point. Okay. Where is the data point? Here, maybe? Shipping manifest. Getting harder to deliver your shipments quietly. Ulvund ran into a Karja patrol and wasted an hour heading to the northern mine just to throw them off the scent. Javad may be a chuff, but until you get that concession signed, he can still shut down my trade. So if you want to keep blasting away at the scorched out mine, I'm happy to oblige, but my fees have just gone up. Oh, okay, we didn't see that yet. Darkened Sun. Okay, we've already read that one. Scan Glyphs, Salvage Contracts. Okay, there's a separate section for those. Ah, and those on the left are the sections, okay. And that pile of cards is a salvage contract. Standard Osarm salvage contract written recently and in haste. Following contract as bestowed by Care of Salvage Unlimited hereby engages the recipient to provide the following services. The hunter will eliminate at least one shell walker from the designated machine convoy to provide the salvages access to a shell walker crate. Any other salvage can be gathered as payment for services rendered. A campsite and traps have been provided at the marked passage, which is regularly visited by the convoy. The hunter understands that accepting this contract involves inherent risks, including physical and psychological injury, pain, suffering, disfigurement, temporary or permanent paralysis, and or death. But please don't die. I really need those parts, Larrent. That's cute. What's this? Okay, went to Plainsong like you asked and turned up the charms. So here's my report on the proposed trade deal with the Utaru. Won't work. First of all, these people dislike outsiders and deeply distrust anything related to the Karja. Can't blame them there, but that means the alliance with Sun King Avad puts us at a serious disadvantage. I thought it'd be smart to profile us Oseram as friendlier than their barbaric neighbors in the Clanlands, but that didn't sit very well. I guess they have some kind of truce going on that we don't know about. Bottom line, the Utaru consider us less trustworthy than the Tenakth. Imagine that. Second, to put it bluntly, the Utaru are weird. They're extremely protective of anything that's considered alive, and that includes the local hops you want so badly. To them, it's not just a crop, it's sacred or something. The idea of putting some in our grubby little hands disgusted them. Third and most important... Okay. Sorry about that. Third and most importantly, they're starving. The blight is attacking their crops, and most of them won't eat meat. They wouldn't hand over what little grain they have for all the cogs in the claim. As you can probably tell by now, the visit didn't go very well. Haven't seen that many frowns since my cousin ran off with a Karja. I tried introducing them to Mainspring Ale to smooth things over, but they weren't interested. You know what they drink? Leaf infusions. That's just dirt water. Okay, so they drink tea. This is interesting. Alright, and where is the salvage contract? Somewhere down there. Okay. Oh wait, did I... Quick save here already. Let's just do it to be safe. Okay, these are... Whoa. There are lots of rusted dead machines here. That's a corruptor. And back there, that's a metal devil. But it's interesting that a whole bunch of these machines just look like they just stopped. They're not broken down or anything. And I vaguely remember shell walkers not being much fun. Oh, and back there was a stormbird or something. Oh, what's this? There's a fallen over corruptor, or what is that?
There's a lot of ancient wrecks out here. Must have been a huge battle. The old ones. They gave everything they had to slow down the Pharaoh swarm. To buy Zero Dawn time.
Oh, that's what that's supposed to be. Oh. I like that the sound this makes when she lands on it. I think our footsteps are too stealthy, but what's that over there? I wish I had a telescope or something. Can I scan you? No, too far away. But it looks like that other thing on the left is some sort of stormbird as well, maybe. You can perform the call mount action by equipping it and using your hunter's kit. Yeah. What's that? Rumbling? My controller. Oh, okay. It's the blight. Now I get it. What kind of a machine is that? Oh, I think that might be just a crashed version of the big ones that attacked us at the end of Zero Dawn. I forgot the name of them, sadly. Let's see if we can get near without being seen. Skydrifter.
Frost will hurt it.
What are those over there? Leap Lasher. That's not good. Okay, I guess now they're going... Okay, you've seen mostly familiar stuff. Now we're going to... surprise you with new machines, and you'll have to figure out how to get a hold of them, deal with them. I think you're just a burrower, okay. That doesn't look good over there. That looks like, yep, a herd of not very friendly . Okay. That burrower is a bit curious about us. Okay.
Steady.
The whole "you've been spotted" mechanic is still a little, like the UI to tell you it's happened is still a little weird. Okay. Like it shows you that you've been spotted, but you don't know where. which is a little weird. Like, shouldn't you get, I don't know, maybe I'm missing the directional audio? I don't know. What was that? And that's an arm. That's really cool, you know, to get you kind of an idea of this battle without having to show it. Okay, somewhere up there is apparently where the shell walkers are. You can fast travel between campfires you've discovered without using a fast travel pack. Yeah, they could have told me that a little earlier. I figured it out myself by now. But I guess it's good that they bothered to tell you at some point in the game. I wonder if that just going, this person is running around here, not riding, by the way, which I realize in retrospect might have been more efficient. But maybe they're just showing me random hints thinking I'm lost.
Pretty sure that's the passage Laren's contract mentioned. I should make sure I have my facts straight. Give the contract a quick read.
Shoot nearby environmental traps. To unleash their payloads, enemies take heavy damage when hit by falling debris. Holders stockpile rocks piled and secured by wooden fencing. Support beams are vulnerable to impact. Okay. That's good to know.
Shellwalkers use this passage regularly, and Laren wants their plating. I just need to wait them out at his camp. Might be a good idea to place some traps on the road first. Catch the convoy by surprise. It's littered with traps now. I should rest up. Wait for the convoy.
Alright. Wait, maybe put one more here. What does it want from me? Oh, it wants me to use a campfire, I guess. Ah. Okay, that's where we rest up. We get a bed. Cool. So let's do that then.
Convoy. It's here.
Where are they? Hello? Where is convoy? Ah, over there. Okay. I've placed the traps a little late.
If I find the right cauldron, could learn how to override this machine. There's only one Shellwalker with him.
Okay. It knows where I am, I guess. Whoops. That wasn't what I wanted to do. Okay, at least I got that one. And the others just kept walking. Okay. And didn't even run into my traps, I think. Wait, heal. Grab that healing plant. Grab the additional salvage. All right. Did I forget to destroy? Oh, okay.
Damn it! I'm done here. Just gotta let Larend know his crew can pick up the plating they wanted.
Okay. Ah, one of them ran into a trap. My English is horrible today. I don't have... Didn't get to keep the other acid traps. Alright, and let's fast travel. This button. What's this? Unknown rebel camp. Oh, wait. Tenakth. Let's go to the Tenakth first. See how those look this time. Whoops. I forgot to push the glidey button. That would have been fun. So let's see where we get here. Stone's Echo. Oh, that looks pretty.
Good to see you up and about.
I wonder...
Take care, visitor. The wilds are rife with machines.
Are those Utaru?
I do not know you.
Turn back, Outlander. Stone's Echo is for Utaru only.
Okay.
Guess I'm not getting in there.
Wonder what that is.
Greetings.
Why is the guy at the front so friendly? And the folks towards the back are nope. No, I don't think we're getting in there right now. Doesn't look like it. Okay. So let's find the Tenakth, I guess. Upgrading your gear at a workbench keeps it vital.
Signal for my focus. A Tenakth. If I override it, I can get data on the surrounding area.
Yes. Wait, can I tag you? No.
That sound. The Tenakth must be close by. Overriding it should give me data on the surrounding area.
Oh, there's a bird.
Is that the savior of Meridian? Well, I've got some news for you. If you're headed for the sunken ruins down south, you better be ready for a fight. A group of Tenakth set up camp near there. Machine riders. Word is they're not friendly.
I'll be careful.
Okay, so that confirms the rumor, I guess.
Sounds like rebels. Awfully close to Karja territory. I should take a look when I can.
Alright. Don't remember if I've saved or not. And you know how it goes. Ooh. So I wonder how this will go.
Looks like a satellite dish. If I can climb it, I should be able to reach that Tenakth easily enough.
Oh. Oh, and of course there are machines nearby.
There has to be a way up this thing.
Hi, Tenakth. Don't step on me, please. Oh, I think this bird has seen us.
These legs look too difficult to climb. I'll have to find another way. Just a blade of grass. Very red. Blade of grass.
Beautiful. I'm just a blade of grass. A very red blade of grass. Wait, these were... weak versus ice, weak versus electricity. So fire doesn't really look like it would help.
Frost ammo would work.
So do I have to take them out or can I stealth it? Ooh. Yeah, I think I have to. Let's try this guy first. Okay, got that one. Where's the bloody bird? Over there, okay.
Need to hit it while it's covered in acid.
do that again. Okay. That was a bit weird. Whoops. Didn't want to place a trap there. I think now I'm out of acid traps. What else can I craft? Okay, so at least my traps are full again. It's a bit weird that I can't craft the blast traps. Who else? Oh. You are there. I should have probably taken a bit more time. But okay. Now we can finally find tonic climby thing. We have many. There are more healing plants. Down there. A lot of scrap.
That looks dead.
Scrap pile. Power generator. Oh, okay. So I guess we'll be looking for batteries. Eyes to the Heavens. Advert. Data corruption minimal. Exhibits. The Western Grand Array proudly presents the Eyes to the Heavens exhibit, where visitors are invited to explore the history of radio astronomy and learn what it's like to see through the eyes of our state of the art telescopes in this all-new panoramic holo experience. Special viewing. Want to see our antennas moving down the tracks? Ping our visitors information center to get dates and viewing times. November special. We're getting ready for our 2059 annual viewing of the abandoned Odyssey spacecraft as it follows its orbital path above the Western Grand Array. Book early bird tickets and receive complimentary holo sculpture based on the original Odyssey blueprints. Always remember to turn off all implants and digital devices while visiting the premises. Interesting. Abandoned Odyssey spacecraft. Power terminal connected to satellite dish. Inactive. Okay. That doesn't seem to do much. Okay. Plonk. So now they're changing it up with the climbing puzzle.
No power, though.
So now we're climbing this thing. Okay, it looks like there is no path here. So do we need to turn that? Oh no, don't tell me. We need to power this thing? To turn it and then be able to climb it? That would be interesting. Where is the tall neck? Ah, Cinnabar Sands. Okay. Nothing to climb back here. Ah, okay. It's just not paying attention. It's a bit sad. I liked climbing the tall necks because they move around, you know, it just feels so much more fancy. On the other hand, you know, I mean, this changes it up, but I hope we'll get something else to...
higher, but it looks like this thing can rotate. If I can figure out a way to turn the power back on, I might be able to move things around and find a way up.
Okay, so I guess it's that after all. Well, that was crap. Roger just bit my head off because he found my little addition to the dishes protocol. Who cares what he thinks? The tourists loved it. Every dish aligning one after the other, playing their assigned note over the alarm speakers, all perfectly paced. Music is math, after all. Scientists who don't appreciate the transcendence of the musical scale should have their PhDs revoked, if you ask me. Whatever, let's start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. I'll go check Do and Ray. They've been sluggish lately. Might have to clean their alignment rotors again. Okay. So we can go down there. Is there anything else up here? There's a cable here that seems to be moving of its own will. Okay. Oh.
A power cell. Disconnected from the main power line.
Okay.
This should get that generator below the dish going.
So now the question is, can we get down here?
Get a good glide in.
Did I drop the battery now? Or do I still have the power cell? I don't know. Oh. I guess I dropped it. Okay. I guess that works.
There's the generator. Bet this power cell can get it running.
Okay, good that we didn't have to go to a whole quest line or a big search.
I should check that console I found earlier.
That we don't have to check all these, check lots of places.
Let's see what this thing does. Looks like I'm in luck.
Okay.
Something's wrong.
Error. Dish alignment alignment incomplete. Motor function impeded.
Well, maybe it's enough. Seriously, game? Alright, let's see. We don't have a ladder here anymore. And I don't think there's any way we can go here. So we have to go the other direction. It's kind of... she's too sticky. Ah, okay, we can climb here after all. Come on. Yeah, now. Okay. And now it's that same thing, the same ladder we had before. And since we extended that...
Machinery's jammed. I'm still not high enough to reach the tall neck. If I untangle the dish, let me climb higher.
So how do I untangle? Ah. No, 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 no.
Nice. Actually worked.
Okay. And now it straightens out and we get that ladder. Okay. Finally it makes sense. And we've made a beautiful flower.
I should be able to get to that tall neck now. Just gotta find the right spot. Looks like I might need to glide onto the tall neck. Just gotta time it right.
Oh god. They want me to glide? I don't know how to glide well. Seriously? Well, I guess we're going back up either way. There's a lot more music in this game, really. Come on, okay. You know, that's the thing in this game. You have few buttons and lots of hotspots in close room. And so it's quite difficult for the game to understand where you're going or where you intend to go, and so you're fighting the controls a lot more than in the previous game. I mean, this seems like a nice platform. Let's see, does the tall neck walk past here? Looks like it might be good enough. Now I only have to coordinate this right. Yes, okay. Thank you.
It must be Plainsong. The Utaru tribe's home. Built on top of old satellite dishes.
Which is Plainsong? That over there? Or what? Oh, that one. That's cool. Okay. Yeah, I don't think this is the kind of game you should play as your first Horizon game. Ah, okay. First, one more level up. Weren't close enough yet.
There we go. Time to override the big guy. It's all right. We're almost done. There we go. The Tenakth sent map data to other machines, and now it's mine.
Yay. First Tenakth overridden trophy. Nice. I forgot I got some trophy earlier. I don't remember what it was. It's nice that we're with that glowing light too. That's a bit weird to see, but good that we still get to climb the Tenakth at the end. It's just before is a little bit more work. So where was that Plain Song place? And what the heck is this huge thing? Was that a machine? Or was that a building? Let's see if we can drop down either near an interesting spot or a useful spot. Or maybe at least near fast travel, I guess. We're coming close to some campfire. Seriously, game. Oh, you're fighting people. Let's see if we can help.
They know I'm here.
Oops. Where are we? Where is Birdie? Birdie has lost interest. Good.
Looks like those three are in trouble.
Alright, I should do the slowdown ability.
It's 3 against 1. We can do this. Our people need this food. We can't let this thing stop us.
I'm not planning on having anyone bury my shoes just yet.
You're not good with ice. Whoops. Okay. Let's see if we can use the sling.
it all up.
Okay, let's see if we can craft more. Okay. I guess we've helped. Hello. Let's do a quick refill on health. And then go to these people. There's someone. Yeah,
How bad
let's
is
see
it?
what's there.
I can walk.
Hi, can I talk to you?
Everyone all right?
You saved our lives. More importantly, you saved the harvest we carry. The Utaru are in your debt.
Aloy,
I am dying.
you're saying that's a whole harvest?
The red blight you see around you has withered most of our crops. What little we carry, we had to collect at the edge of the plains.
So this is Utaru territory?
It is. Our home plain song lies just down the road. I'm afraid you won't see many outlanders like yourself there. My people like to keep to themselves. But if you're lacking weapons or supplies, I know some of them will be willing to trade with you. Here, it's not much, but it's the least I can do to thank you.
I can't take this.
Please, any kindness we seed, we also sow.
Thank you.
Dine, you should go. Tell the others we have the harvest, and that we need a healer.
Right. May the land bloom in your steps.
I should go too.
If you do make it to Plainsong, we share our meals up on the northern dish. Dine's one of the cooks there. I'm sure he can make you some rations worth trading for.
I'll try to make my way there if I can.
Ooh. Nice. Whatever those plants. Yeah, I completely forgot to eat the food again. I always think, oh, I'm gonna save it first.
If I don't find a Gaia backup, it'll be like this everywhere.
They really built their houses in the satellite dishes. That's such a cool idea. Okay, but now it's 9, and today that means we're not going to stop, but we're going to take a short break. Which of course means I'll give you some clips. So see you in a moment. Enjoy. I just miss the music. Do 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 diddy 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 ding 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 diddy 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 diddy. Sea lion. That's cool.
You're sure the suite does not bring back any memories, Monsieur Yesterday?
No, I'm sorry.
Dommage. Well, call me if you need anything at all. Dinner with adult entertainment. You get my drift? Blonde, brunette, bold, black, white, young, oldies, sex pots, fat ladies, dwarves, hussies, spinsters, natural, surgically enhanced, clean, or filthy. And 10% discount if I get to watch, okay?
Thank you, Albert. I'll keep it in mind.
It's a weird hotel. What the heck? Just rattles off the list. Maybe he's possessed by a dead, satanic murderous spirit.
Your daughter hungry? I have bread.
We're no fools. What do you want in return?
Nothing. I have a little girl of my own at home. Same age.
Give it here then, and quick about it. Can't have anyone seen me hobnobbing with a Briton.
Nice. Hobnobbing with a Briton.
What the? I was going to wash my hands, I swear.
I was going to wash my hands, I swear! Seems I can just throw any block. Oh no, what did it do? Like a split sec. Like it just opened up and I couldn't even, like, is it faster? Did anyone see? So now this should work. Yes. And interestingly, they have compatibility code, those bastards. Ha! So you see, they noticed, someone drew a rounded rectangle around a push button in this window. So I guess they're trying to do the default outline, and it's around the default button. And so they just switched and drew this gray 3D outline. That's actually cool. One trick you can do with the larger ones of those is to you can put them on a table, you know, so this would be like the tabletop, and then the rings in the back are just large enough that you can like put like a USB cable or something through it that you've plugged into your computer, and it will kind of, you know, like protect it from like falling down once you unplug it or something. So if you have like I don't know, like a keyboard that you hook up to your laptop or something, you can guide the cables so they don't hang around wildly and keep them from falling off the table when they're not plugged in. And ages ago I bought this little box full of those. What? What did he just say? Captain Picard?
Oh, you must try my ale sometime. You must. My abbey brews the best in Kent.
It certainly sounds worth the risk of my immortal soul.
It's rather a hard task, Master.
And your god forbids the mixing of wool and linen. It sounds to me like he's never heard of England.
Not all that is written in the scriptures is God's honest truth.
I do a roaring trade at Reculver and Tunbridge. They pay well for my catch.
The monks? Do those parchment-skinned Christians ever eat meat?
Don't you believe in Jesus? They refrain because he died for our sins.
No one will stop me sucking the marrow from a nice leg of lamb, not even God's seed.
I hope eternal damnation is worth it.
I think that's a bug.
One more time, I'm telling you. If he says my boots...
They switched to being generic Anglo-Saxon men from the dialogue. Let's just risk it. Oh, leap of faith, yeah. Yes. Thank you. Ooh. Sorry, another photo up. This time, selfie.
Yeah, I hate reloading. I mean, it's my fault for not stopping to shoot, but still. Swiss cheese has holes, which are, you know, like air bubbles that, you know, just occur during making the cheese. And in the US, basically, there is a rule for, you know, like excess packaging and, you know, like misleading customers that restricts the amount of, you know, like air that can be contained in cheese. And so there was a big problem at some point, at least, where like Swiss cheese usually would exceed that regulation, and so they weren't allowed to import Swiss cheese. And I think even to this day, Swiss cheese can be is a special version with smaller bubbles in them in the US when made for the US.
Earlier, so I kind of know there will be interaction, and in this game it's odd, but it feels pretty good. Whoops. That's new. Okay. Here, that's how the interactions work in this game. Okay, there seem to be a bunch of dead bodies, skulls or something down there. That's weird. So as long as I hold the mouse button, I can't do, like, I can't move or anything.
Eivor, what a pleasure to see you.
Ah, okay. That's Valka now, our seer. Okay.
Oh dear, it feels like it's been so long.